Hello, welcome to the Learn English Lab. Today's podcast, English Listening Practice podcast topic name is 20 plus untangled tricky English idioms advanced C1 and C2 listening practice. So if you're looking to really elevate your English, maybe from proficient to, truly poised, moving from that C1 to C2 level, well, you are in exactly the right place for this deep dive.
That's absolutely spot on. For advanced learners like you, you've probably got the grammar down, built a really impressive vocabulary.
Yeah, complex sentences, no problem.
Right. But English idioms, they are kind of the secret ingredient, aren't they? That subtle difference that makes you sound not just fluent, but, genuinely like a native speaker. Culturally attuned. These are the phrases that, I'll just don't translate literally, but they pack such a punch and meaning, layers of insight beyond the words themselves. They add this richness, this texture that's just indispensable for true mastery.
And that right there is our mission today. We want to equip you with some surprising, maybe even counterintuitive insights into these crucial phrases. We're going to break down their meanings, uncover their often fascinating, sometimes, frankly, bizarre origins, and crucially, give you practical, real-world ways to use them so you can weave them into your conversations naturally. Think of this as like your shortcut to sounding like a real professional, avoiding that information overload, and finding those really satisfying aha moments.
Yeah, those moments of clarity are great.
Because let's face it, idioms are tricky. They don't always follow strict logic, do they? And their nuances can shift depending on the region, the context, even the tone. Which definitely makes it a challenge.
It does. But the reward for mastering them, it's huge, immensely gratifying.
Exactly. So, ready to jump into this linguistic adventure? Let's get started with this deep dive and really get the ball rolling. Okay, so we're going to kick things off today with a category that's just vital for, both professional chats and everyday life. Idioms about success and failure. Life, as we all know, it's a journey, right? Full of incredible highs and inevitably some pretty challenging lows. And English has some really vivid ways to talk about these experiences.
It really does. These aren't just phrases. They're like little capsules holding the whole emotional landscape of achievement and setback, often with a surprising depth that, simple words just can't capture.
Yeah, like a shortcut to complex feelings.
Precisely.
So our very first idiom in this category, hit the nail on the head. What's this one about?
A great one to start with. Basically, it means being absolutely correct or remarkably precise.
Spot on.
Exactly. Spot on in a statement, an observation, maybe even an action. Perfectly accurate.
And the origin? Is it obvious?
It's wonderfully literal, actually.
Yeah.
Comes straight from carpentry. Just imagine trying to hammer a nail into wood.
Okay.
If you hit it squarely on the head with good aim, it goes in straight, secure, perfect. But if you miss slightly,
you bend the nail, mess up the wood.
Right. So that simple image perfectly captures the idea of precision and, undeniable success. It's not just being right, it's hitting the exact point, the core truth.
That's a great visual. Really clarifies it. Okay, think about this scenario. You're in a team meeting, right? Everyone's trying to figure out why the latest marketing campaign just didn't land.
Common problem.
Yeah. So after a lot of back and forth, your colleague Sarah says, I think we just missed the mark because we completely misjudged our audience. And you instantly think, yes, Sarah, you've absolutely hit the nail on the head. Our ads were aimed at teens, but the product's for middle-aged professionals. That's it. It's that immediate recognition of the truth.
Exactly. And what makes this phrase so powerful is it praises not just accuracy, but real insight, sharp observation. It's super useful in debates, discussions, or even just recognizing when a friend perfectly sums up a situation. Like, think of Anna, who's struggling with her tennis game. Her coach, Mark, watches and says, maybe it's your grip, Anna. Too tight. Affects your swing. And Anna's reaction is like, wow, Mark, you've hit the nail squarely on the head. I was so focused on my footwork, I didn't even think about my grip. It's finding that precise, maybe overlooked solution.
Right. So for you, our listener, using this phrase well shows you appreciate insight, but also that you're perceptive yourself. Makes you sound really astute in discussions, doesn't it?
Definitely. Shows you grasp the core of the issue.
Okay, moving from accuracy to facing challenges. Bite the bullet. This one sounds intense.
It is. It means courageously facing a difficult or really unpleasant situation, pushing through discomfort or fear with sheer determination.
And the origin, is it military?
It is, and it's quite grim, actually.
Yeah.
Stark history here.
Yeah.
Before modern anesthesia, back in the day during battlefield surgery,
Oh boy.
soldiers would literally bite down on a lead bullet to help them endure the agony of an operation without pain relief.
Wow.
That visceral image just captures the sheer grit, the resolve needed to face something awful but unavoidable. There's a stoicism to it, forced endurance.
That paints a vivid picture, all right?
Yeah.
Grounds it in real sacrifice. Okay, so imagine you're dreading a major presentation at work.
Public speaking nerves.
Totally. Pitching a complex project to skeptical execs. Your friend says, look, you're prepared, you know your stuff, you just have to bite the bullet and get through it.
A good advice.
So you take a deep breath, walk in, and deliver it, conquering your nerves as you go. You bit the bullet.
Exactly. This idiom carries real emotional weight. It emphasizes choosing to push through not just difficulty, but actual fear or discomfort for something necessary.
Right.
Perfect for those times you just have to clench your jaw and power through.
Right.
Think about Tom, who made a mistake on a report and has to tell his tough boss. His colleague Lisa might say, Tom, I know it's daunting, but you've got to bite the bullet and own up to it. Better than her finding out herself.
And Tom says,
You're right. I'll book a meeting this afternoon and just clear the air. Get it over with.
yeah, facing the music. So for you listening, this idiom is great for giving or getting encouragement in tough spots, personal, professional, academic. It acknowledges the difficulty, but calls for inner strength.
Of resilience, yeah.
Okay, now for the other side of the coin. Failure. Fall flat on your face. This sounds, well, embarrassing.
It implies exactly that. Failing spectacularly, often publicly and embarrassingly.
Huh.
A complete, undeniable flop.
And the origin, just the literal image.
Pretty much, it's visual and simple. Picture someone literally tripping and landing face first. Painful, undignified.
Ouch.
That immediate, almost cartoonish image just conveys dramatic, noticeable failure, like a public faceplant.
Definitely leaves an impression. Okay, scenario. Startup pitch event. Your friend's been hyping their revolutionary app for weeks.
High stakes.
But on stage, they stumble over words, the demo crashes, the VCs look bored.
Oh, man.
Later, you probably say, man, that pitch really fell flat on its face. It was rough to watch. It captures that public humiliation.
It does. It's great for describing a big, obvious failure, a project, a performance, a plan that goes totally wrong. It's got a slightly informal, maybe humorous, sometimes cringeworthy vibe.
Right, for when it's really obvious.
Exactly. Like Jake trying stand-up comedy. His friend asked how it went. Jake grimaces, absolute catastrophe. Jokes didn't land. Audience silent. Forgot my lines. I totally fell flat on my face.
And the friend says,
Oof. Rough. But hey, you'll nail it next time. Happens to everyone. It highlights that public, embarrassing element.
so listener, use this one for describing a big, obvious failure, maybe with a touch of humor. Not for quiet mistakes, but for the ones everyone sees.
Precisely.
All right, let's shift gears. We've talked success and failure. Now let's dive into the complex world of human connections, relationships.
Ah, yes. Romantic, friendly, professional.
Yeah.
English idioms capture that roller coaster perfectly.
They really do.
Relationships are so nuanced, aren't they? And these idioms offer vivid, concise ways to describe everything from instant connection to conflict to deliberate distance. Adds real depth.
Okay, first one for relationships. Sounds positive. Get on like a house on fire.
Oh, very positive. It means having an incredibly strong, immediate, effortless connection with someone. Getting along extremely well right from the start.
Like instant friends.
Exactly. The origin is quite striking. Think of a house on fire. It burns incredibly fast, spreads intensely.
Okay. Seems a bit destructive for a friendship metaphor.
Well, the analogy focuses on the speed and intensity. A connection that ignites that quickly, develops furiously. It captures that instant, undeniable chemistry. More than just getting along, it sparks and takes off fast.
Ah, okay, the speed. That makes sense. So imagine you're at a language exchange meetup hoping to find a conversation partner. You start chatting with Maria and bam. Within minutes, you find out you both love classic sci-fi and spicy food. You talk for hours, laughing like old friends.
Sounds great.
Later, you tell your roommate, Maria and I got on like a house on fire. We're getting coffee next week.
Perfect example. It captures that instant chemistry or rapid rapport. Great for new friendships, but also effective networking connections that just click. Conveys warmth and enthusiasm.
Right.
Like Liam's new coworker. Emma asks how it's going. Liam says, oh, we get on like a house on fire. He loves hiking too, and we've already brainstormed great ideas for the project. Shows personal connection and easy collaboration.
Nice. So, listener, use this phrase to instantly convey strong, positive, immediate rapport in any social setting. Makes it clear the connection was effortless and enjoyable.
Sets a great tone.
Okay, next one. Sounds like conflict resolution. Bury the hatchet.
Yes, exactly. It means to make peace, resolve a conflict or disagreement, put past issues behind you.
And the origin story.
This one's fascinating, deeply significant, rooted in traditions of various Native American tribes.
Oh, interesting.
When warring tribes decided to end hostilities and make peace, they'd ceremonially bury their weapons, often a hatchet or tomahawk in the ground.
A symbolic act.
A very powerful one, signifying the conflict was truly over, peace established, putting grievances literally underground. Now, it's worth noting, sometimes burying the hatchet means a pragmatic end to fighting, not necessarily becoming best friends again. It's about moving past conflict for mutual benefit.
That's a crucial distinction. Practical peace. Okay, scenario. Two friends, Alex and Jamie, had a big argument after a group trip. Awkward silence for weeks.
Been there.
Finally, you convince them to meet for coffee. They talk it out, agree to let it go. You tell another friend later, so relieved Alex and Jamie finally buried the hatchet. We can all hang out again without the drama.
Great outcome. And the idiom works because it's quite neutral. Good for personal reconciliation and professional conflict resolution. It just means the dispute is over, allowing everyone to move forward.
Right.
Like Mike's sister. Rachel asks, heard you two had a big disagreement. Everything okay now? Mike replies, yeah, we talked about this weekend and buried the hatchet. Feels good to be on the same page again. Resolution. Return to harmony. Got it. So, listener, a very versatile phrase for discussing peacemaking, resolving disputes, moving past conflicts, big or small. Signals a conscious choice to overcome differences.
Exactly.
All right, now for something less harmonious. Give someone the cold shoulder. Sounds chilly.
It is. It means intentionally ignoring, snubbing, or treating someone in a distant, unfriendly way.
Deliberately unfriendly. And the origin. Is it literal coldness?
Intriguing one. Almost savagely subtle from medieval times. If a host wanted an unwanted guest to leave, subtly but clearly, they might serve them a cold shoulder of meat lamb or beef instead of the usual warm, hearty meal.
Wow, a culinary snub.
Exactly. A clear hint. Disapproval. Time to go. And importantly, giving the cold shoulder today implies a deliberate, conscious act of snubbing, not just awkwardness, it's calculated nonverbal displeasure.
That's quite pointed. Okay, so picture a party. You see your friend Claire actively avoiding her ex, Tom. Walks past, no glance, gears his attempts to say hi.
Later, you whisper to another friend, wow, Claire's really giving Tom the cold shoulder tonight. Wouldn't even look his way. Perfectly shows that intentional aloofness.
It does. This idiom is great for describing intentional distance or snubbing, but it often carries a slightly gossipy or judgmental tone, so probably best for informal chats about someone else's behavior.
Good point.
Like, Ben asks Lucy, why is Sarah acting weird around me? Lucy might say, oh, she's probably giving you the cold shoulder because you forgot to credit her for that project idea last week. Maybe apologize. Links the snub to a reason.
Right, highlighting the intentionality. So, listener, this vividly describes intentional snubbing. But be mindful of that slightly critical implication when you use it. It points to a conscious act of rejection.
Use with care.
Okay, let's shift gears again. A topic relevant to everyone. Money. English has tons of idioms for finances, right? Business meetings, casual budget chats.
Absolutely. Money matters are central, and these idioms offer colorful, concise ways to talk about earning, spending, saving, investing. without always using dry financial jargon.
Adds character. First one sounds dramatic. Make a killing.
It implies exactly that. Earning a substantial amount of money, often quickly, frequently, from a single successful venture or deal. A sudden big financial win.
And the origin sounds aggressive.
It's quite primal, yeah. Likens a huge financial success to a hunter's massive successful catch. Implies a big sudden gain, like you've slayed the competition or captured huge wealth in one move. Suggests quick, decisive victory.
Right, not slow growth, but a boom.
Precisely.
Okay, example. Your cousin Sarah starts selling handmade candles online. Small store. Suddenly her designs go viral on social media.
Wow.
Sales explode, thousands a day. Profits she never dreamed of. You'd say, wow, Sarah is absolutely making a killing with that candle business. Incredible how fast it took off.
Perfect. It emphasizes those big, flashy financial wins, especially in entrepreneurial or investment contexts. Carries a celebratory, maybe slightly envious vibe. Captures the excitement of sudden fortune. Like Chris asks Laura, hear about Mike's crypto investment. Laura says, yeah, heard he put in a few thousand last year and made a killing when the market spiked. Lucky guy. Highlights that quick, significant return. A financial coup.
Got it. So, listener, when talking about sudden, big financial successes, yours or someone else's making a killing perfectly conveys that immediate, substantial profitability. Signals a grand triumph.
Absolutely.
Now, the opposite end of the spectrum, tighten your belt. Sounds like tough times.
It signifies exactly that. Reducing spending, living more frugally, usually because of financial limits or needing to save.
And the origin seems obvious, like literally tightening your belt.
It's wonderfully vivid and relatable, yes.
Yeah.
Conjures that image of pulling your belt tighter on looser pants, maybe from losing weight, or metaphorically having less filling in your budget. You're constraining your financial resources. A conscious choice out of necessity.
Makes perfect sense. Okay, your friend Max loses a big freelance gig, major income source gone. Suddenly, he needs to cut back drastically. Cancels streaming, stops eating out, cooks everything from scratch. You'd observe Max is really tightening his belt until he lands a new job, being incredibly disciplined. Shows those practical austerity measures.
Exactly. And it's so relatable. Good for personal chats about money troubles and broader talks about household or even national austerity. It's empathetic, not judgmental.
Right.
Like Ella tells Noah, so broke after that vacation, no more coffee runs for me. Noah would say, sounds like you're tightening your belt, Ella. Come over for homemade dinner instead, I'm cooking. Shows understanding and offers support.
That's nice. So, listener, a really useful, empathetic phrase for discussing financial caution, prudence, or necessary frugality conveys understanding during tough times.
Very useful.
Okay, last one for money. Sounds a bit more fun. Burn a hole in your pocket.
Yes. This delightful one means having money. You're extremely eager, almost impatient, to spend quickly, often on non-essentials.
Where does the burning come from?
It's this playful image. The money is so hot with the desire to be spent, it's figuratively burning through the fabric of your pocket. Captures that irresistible urge to splurge as soon as you get funds.
Yeah.
Almost a physical discomfort from not spending it.
I think we can all relate to that impulse. Say you get a nice bonus at work. Suddenly you're itching to buy that new gaming console or book a spontaneous weekend trip. Your partner might tease, wow, that bonus is clearly burning a hole in your pocket, isn't it? You can barely sit still.
Exactly. It's playful and informal, perfect for casual chats about spending habits, and that universal temptation to buy something new quickly captures that momentary impulsiveness. Like Zoe gets a big tax refund and she tells Stan, just got my refund, already looking at 3 pairs of shoes online. Dan might laugh, sounds like that money's burning a hole in your pocket already, maybe save some of it. Highlights that immediate urge to spend.
Yeah. So, listener, a great lighthearted way to acknowledge that irresistible impulse to spend newly acquired funds, maybe on a treat, adds relatable humor to money talk. All right, moving on to another universal concept, time. Always taking away, rushing for deadlines, procrastinating, just passing the hours. English has idioms for all of that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
A fantastic set to help you discuss urgency, delay, or leisure like a native. They offer nuanced ways to express our relationship with time's passage, from frantic rush to calm pace. adds sophistication.
First one sounds energetic. Beat the clock.
It is. Means completing a task or reaching a goal just before a deadline, maybe moments before time runs out. A last-minute triumph against the timer.
And the origin, sports.
Exactly. Rooted in sports and games where contestants literally race against the ticking timer. Think buzzer beaters in basketball or escape rooms.
Yeah, that's suspense.
Right? Creates that palpable sense of urgency culminating in a dramatic last-minute finish.
Yeah.
The phrase itself embodies that adrenaline.
Very relatable for anyone who's faced a tight deadline. I remember this feeling, working on a complex C2 English group project. Deadline midnight. Whole team scrambling, finalizing slides, hitting submit at 11:58 p.m., hearts pounding. You all sigh, we beat the clock by 2 minutes. Too close.
Classic student experience. It's perfect for describing high-pressure situations and those triumphant, adrenaline-fueled, last-minute successes. Conveys energy, excitement, satisfaction over overcoming time constraints.
Definitely.
Like Grace just sent in a critical report. Sam asks, did you finish it? Thought it was due in an hour. Grace replies, triumphant. Just sent it. Up all night, but I managed to beat the clock. Captures that narrow escape, highlights the effort and victory.
Great example. So, listener, this captures the thrill of completing something under extreme time pressure, especially a hard-won, narrow victory. Adds drama to deadline stories.
Makes it more exciting, yeah.
Okay, next, a much more relaxed one. Kill time. Sounds straightforward.
It is pretty straightforward. Just means engaging in an activity purely to pass the time while waiting for something else.
So just filling the gap.
Exactly. The origin is as simple as the meaning. When you have time to kill, you're filling unoccupied moments, idleness, with low-effort activities to make the wait less tedious. Implies a lack of urgency, passive engagement. Now, interestingly, for a C1, C2 learner,
Yes.
consider the nuance. Are you killing time scrolling social media or making productive use of spare time reading an article? The phrase choice subtly reflects your attitude towards that unused period. Sometimes killing time implies slight unproductivity.
Ah, that's a good point. Okay, common scenario. Stuck at the airport, flight delayed 3 hours. You grab coffee, wander the bookstore, play games on your phone. Just keep him busy. Later you say it was just killing time at the airport waiting for the delay, but actually found a great book.
Perfect. It's super casual, versatile, describes those relaxed, no-pressure activities to fill a gap. A universal experience. Omar asks Leela, what'd you do waiting for the doctor? Leela shrugs. Oh, just killed time scrolling social media, made the wait more bearable. Mundane, everyday use.
Got it. So listener, a common, useful, informal idiom for describing leisurely activities during unavoidable waits or downtime. Makes unproductive moments feel less empty.
Very common phrase.
Now for something much more formal and serious, time is of the essence. This sounds important.
It emphatically signifies that time is critically important, demands immediate, swift action. No room for delay.
And the origin, legal.
Primarily, yes. Formal roots in legal contracts where strict deadlines were paramount, non-negotiable. It implies any delay could have significant negative consequences. Speed and immediate action are not just desirable, they're required. Adds real weight.
So definitely not a casual suggestion. It's a directive. Like, your boss is launching a new product. Marketing needs designs ASAP for the launch date.
High pressure again.
She tells the team, urgently, need those final designs by tomorrow morning. No fail time is truly of the essence here. Any delay jeopardizes the launch. Adds undeniable urgency, no flexibility.
Yeah, exactly. It's an excellent tool for adding urgency in professional, legal, or other serious contexts where delays are unacceptable. Communicates an imperative need for swift action. Signals criticality, like a teacher reminding students about an essay deadline. Due Friday, no exceptions. Time is unequivocally of the essence, so please don't procrastinate. The student responded, got it, I'll start tonight. Shows they grasp the gravity.
Right. So listener, this formal idiom is perfect for communicating extreme urgency and the need for quick action in serious high-stakes settings. Signals every moment counts.
Use it when deadlines are critical.
Okay, let's move into the realm of feelings, emotions, complex, messy, personal. English idioms offer colorful ways to describe the whole spectrum, right? Joy, sadness.
They're linguistic treasures, truly. They let us articulate intricate emotional states concisely, adding depth, humanity, vividness to how we express our inner worlds. Shortcuts to emotional understanding.
First one sounds delightful. Over the moon.
Oh, it is. Means extremely happy, ecstatic, incredibly excited, overflowing joy.
And the origin. Sounds whimsical.
Totally whimsical. Comes straight from the nursery rhyme, Hey Diddle Diddle,
The cat and the fiddle.
where the cow jumped over the moon. Evokes that image of absurd, boundless joy, elation so great you could metaphorically defy gravity. Pure, unadulterated bliss.
Ha! That's a fantastic image. Pure happiness. Okay, your best friend gets accepted to their absolute dream university abroad.
Amazing news.
They call you, voice cracking with excitement, shouting, I'm over the moon! I can't believe I'm actually going to study in London. Unreal! Perfectly captures that jubilant, almost delirious joy.
It really does. It's all about pure, unfiltered happiness. Super versatile for any positive context, warm, universally understood, a go-to for celebrating big wins. Mia asks Ethan about his sister's promotion reaction. Ethan grins. Oh, she's absolutely over the moon, planning a huge celebration dinner already, just brimming with excitement. Shows that bubbly, effervescent joy.
Lovely. So listener, over the moon, a vibrant universal idiom to express overwhelming joy and excitement clearly and powerfully, leaves no doubt about your delight.
A great one to know.
Now, on the more somber side, down in the dumps. Sounds like feeling low.
Exactly. Feeling sad, a bit depressed, or just having a low mood. A gentler way to describe feeling blue.
What are the dumps exactly?
The term refers to a gloomy, miserable state, possibly from Old English words for low-lying places or pits, suggesting a metaphorical low point in spirits, being submerged in melancholy. Importantly, it implies temporary sadness, not clinical depression, making it good for empathetic chats.
Right. Sensitivity is key. Okay, your coworker's been unusually quiet all week, withdrawn. You ask gently what's wrong. They say, honestly, just feeling a bit down in the dumps. My dog's been sick and I'm really worried. Shows that temporary but significant sadness.
Exactly. It's excellent for describing that temporary sadness or low mood. Suitable for personal, sensitive conversations. Conveys mild passing dejection, not deep despair. Jack asks Sophie, you seem off today. Okay. Sophie sighs, not really, failed my driving test again, feeling pretty down in the dumps. It communicates transient disappointment, inviting sympathy. Got it. So listener, a gentle, informal, empathetic way to describe or acknowledge sadness or low spirits. Perfect for supportive interactions. Signals emotional understanding.
And invites comfort.
Okay, final emotion idiom speaks to a common need. Blow off steam. Releasing pressure.
Precisely. Actively releasing pent-up emotions, stress, frustration, often through physical activity, venting, or some distracting pursuit.
And the origin sounds mechanical.
It is a great analogy. The steam engine. When it builds up too much internal pressure, it has to release steam audibly to prevent explosion or failure.
Ah, the release valve.
Exactly. Humans, similarly, when stress or anger builds, need a healthy outlet to release that emotional pressure, avoid overload or meltdown. Highlights the necessity of decompression.
Makes total sense. After a brutal week of exams, you and friends hit the gym for an intense workout.
Good idea.
Afterward, feeling much better, you say, man, I needed that. Really helped me blow off so much steam after those exams.
Captures the therapeutic effect.
Perfect. It's ideal for casual chats about stress relief exercise, talking it out, even a good rant. Highly relatable. Amir says to Clara, tough day. Clara sighs, yeah, non-stop. Heading for a run now to blow off some steam. Want to join? Shows an active, common way to relieve pressure.
Right. So, listener, a relatable, widely used idiom for discussing healthy ways to manage stress and frustration. Signals needing a break and release.
A very useful one for modern life.
Okay, next section. For C1, C2 learners, sounding insightful, showing comprehension is key, right? So these idioms are about knowledge and understanding.
Invaluable tools these are. They let you express familiarity, deduction, or even lack of information succinctly with native flair. Shows you grasp subtleties, adds intellectual weight.
First one, know the ropes. Sounds like expertise.
It means exactly that. Having a thorough, practical understanding of how something works or how to do a task competently and effectively signals mastery of a process.
Where do ropes come into it?
Very practical origin, from sailing. On old sailing ships, mastering the complex system of ropes and rigging, knowing which rope did what, how to use them was essential for expertise.
Ah, crucial skill.
Totally. A sailor who knew the ropes, was competent, indispensable, could navigate skillfully, implies hard-won practical experience, not just book learning.
Got it. Applied skill. Okay, you're training a new intern struggling with complex software.
Happens all the time.
You step in, reassuringly. Don't worry, took me a while to know the ropes with this too. Let me show you a few shortcuts not in the manual. Comforting and empowering.
Exactly. It's great for describing expertise or familiarity, especially professionally or technically. Conveys competence, efficiency, experience. Builds confidence. Zara reassures Lucas on his first day at a restaurant. You'll be fine. After a week or two, you'll know the ropes. Taking orders like a pro, trust me. Offers comfort by promising eventual mastery.
Nice. So listener, a versatile phrase. Indicate your own mastery, express competence, or offer comfort to someone learning. Implies proficiency comes with time and effort.
Very reassuring.
Next, an intuitive one about deduction. Put two and two together. Figuring things out.
Precisely. Deducing or logically figuring something out by connecting obvious clues or pieces of information, reaching a clear conclusion.
And the origin is just simple math.
It's sheer simplicity. Just like 2 + 2 = 4 is a basic fact, the idiom implies combining clear available facts to reach an equally clear logical conclusion. A straightforward act of deduction yielding an obvious answer. Recognizing the pattern.
Like solving a small puzzle. Okay, your roommate's acting secretive, whispering on the phone, closing their laptop fast, disappearing.
Suspicious.
Then you spot a large wrapped gift hidden in their closet. You instantly put two and two together. Aha! Planning a surprise party, aren't you? The pieces fit.
Perfect. It's great for those aha moments of realization or deduction. Casual, fun, almost playful quality. Hannah asked Tom, "How did you know I was moving to Paris? Haven't told anyone." Tom grins. "Well, you've been talking French culture nonstop, saw a French phrase book on your desk. I just put two and two together." Showcases his observation skills.
Huh. Right. So, listener, a playful but effective idiom for when you successfully piece together info to solve a mystery or understand something previously unclear. Intelligent inference.
Captures that moment of insight.
And for when you don't understand, in the dark means uninformed.
Exactly. Unaware, uninformed, or specifically kept out of the loop about something important.
The analogy seems clear: lack of light, lack of info.
A very powerful universal analogy. Being literally lost without light signifies a complete lack of information or clues, maybe deliberate withholding of facts, leaves you feeling confused, disadvantaged, maybe frustrated, suggests being purposefully excluded.
Yeah, that frustrating feeling of being sidelined. Imagine your team's working on a secret project with big implications, but you're excluded from all meetings.
Not good.
You finally hear about it accidentally in a larger meeting. You might say, surprised and annoyed, "Wow, I was completely in the dark about this. Why didn't anyone tell me?"
Exactly. It's useful for expressing non-judgmental ignorance or frustration at being excluded. Neutral, widely used phrase for lack of knowledge. Ella asks Mark, "Did you know about the office move?" Mark shakes his head. "Nope, totally in the dark until the email this morning. Quite a surprise." Highlights that common experience of being uninformed.
Right, so listener, a neutral, versatile phrase to express surprise, disappointment, or annoyance at being uninformed or excluded. Conveys lacking necessary knowledge, clearly.
Very common, very useful.
Okay, final section. Effort and work. Hard work, diligence, or the lack thereof. English idioms cover this well, right?
Exceptionally well. These are great for professional and personal contexts. Commend dedication, express frustration with idleness, describe late-night focus. A precise vocabulary for work ethic.
First one sounds positive. Go the extra mile, doing more than expected.
Precisely. Making a special additional effort far surpassing what's required or expected. Exceeding expectations through commitment.
And the origin, is it literal distance?
It's inspiring, actually. Deep roots. Traces back to the Bible. the Sermon on the Mount.
Oh.
Jesus speaks of going above and beyond. If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with them 2 miles. Signifies doing far more than asked, showing helpfulness, dedication, generous spirit, commitment, and service.
That's a powerful sentiment. Okay, your colleague Sarah stays late, perfecting a report already deemed good enough.
Dedicated.
The boss notices, tells you, appreciate how Sarah always goes the extra mile. Her commitment is remarkable. Direct recognition of exemplary work ethic.
Exactly. Strong positive connotation. Perfect for praising dedication or describing your own commitment professionally or academically. Highlights exceptional work ethic. A teacher reviews essays. Liam, your essay was fantastic. The extra research you did made it stand out. You clearly went the extra mile. Liam's proud reply. Thanks. Wanted to make sure it was perfect. Shows understanding the value of added effort.
Nice. So, listener, a powerful idiom to commend outstanding effort or describe your own willingness to do more than expected speaks to pursuing excellence.
Very positive phrase.
Now, the opposite, slack off. Sounds lazy.
It means exactly that. Being lazy, avoiding work, performing tasks with minimal, lackadaisical effort, often frustrating others.
What's the origin of slack?
Slack means looseness, like a rope without tension. If a rope is slack, it's not taut, not doing work, effectively useless.
Ah, okay.
That image embodies doing the bare minimum, or worse, no work at all. Idleness, lack of responsibility.
Captures that avoidance. Okay, group project, tight deadline. One teammate misses meetings, contributes half-baked work.
The worst.
You mutter in exasperation to another teammate. Ugh, I swear Josh is totally slacking off. Feels like we're carrying the whole project. Shared frustration.
Totally. It's informal and carries a critical, even accusatory tone. Good for expressing frustration about lack of effort, usually in casual, exasperated chats, not for formal complaints. Sophie vents to Ryan, why is the kitchen a mess again? Because my brother's been slacking off on his chores all week. I feel like I'm doing everything. Highlights domestic laziness, annoyance.
Right. So, listener, an informal descriptive idiom for laziness or avoidance of responsibility. But use carefully, given its critical tone best for casual settings.
Know your audience with that one.
And finally, for intense effort, burn the midnight oil, working late.
Exactly. Working or studying late into the night, putting in long hours after others are asleep, shows exceptional diligence.
And the origin sounds old-fashioned. Oil lamps.
Wonderfully historical. Before electricity, people used oil lamps or candles for light after dark. So burning the midnight oil literally meant staying up late using valuable lamp oil to keep working or studying. Evokes diligent, solitary, often arduous nocturnal effort. Dedication and sacrifice.
It's a classic picture of late night hard work. You're cramming for a huge exam up till 2 a.m. reviewing notes.
Oh, there.
Your roommate sees your light on, says sympathetically, wow, really burning the midnight oil tonight for that exam. Get some sleep later.
Perfect. While slightly old school, it's widely understood. Conveys a hard-working, dedicated vibe. Highlights significant effort on late-night tasks. Perseverance. A boss commends an employee's report. Looks amazing, Sarah. Stay up late. Sarah smiles modestly. Yeah, was burning the midnight oil last night to get every detail perfect? Shows commitment to excellence through extra effort.
Great. So, listener, a wonderfully descriptive idiom for those intense late-night efforts in study or work, signaling your dedication.
Still very relevant.
Phew! Okay, we've covered a lot of ground today, haven't we? From hitting nails on the head to burning the midnight oil, we've untangled some tricky but rewarding English idioms.
We certainly have, and as you've hopefully seen, these phrases are much more than just words. They're like cultural shortcuts, aren't they? Linguistic tools conveying deep meaning, emotion, context in a uniquely English way, essential for real fluency.
Absolutely. Think of them not just as vocabulary, but as invaluable cultural gems. They add color, humor, personality to your English. They genuinely transform how you sound, moving from just proficient to truly native-like, and also deepen your understanding of native speakers. You start picking up on those unspoken nuances.
Exactly. The key now, for you listening, is active practice. Use these idioms. Consciously try to integrate them into your conversations. The more you do, the more natural and effortless they'll become. It's all about application.
Right. So, reflecting on everything we covered, what's one new idiom from our deep dive that you're going to try to use this week? And, in what situation do you think it will truly hit the nail on the head for you? Maybe you'll need to tighten your belt a bit, or perhaps you'll be over the moon about something.
And as you go about your week, listen for these idioms in conversations around you or in media. Think about how recognizing them doesn't just boost your comprehension, but reveals those deeper cultural nuances, those unspoken layers. It really helps you read between the lines, understanding the full subtext. That awareness is a huge part of advanced proficiency.
That's a powerful thought to leave you with. Keep that curiosity going. Thank you, our fantastic listener, for diving deep into the fascinating world of English idioms with us today. We really hope you feel more informed, more confident, and ready to tackle the wonderful, sometimes weird world of English idioms. Keep learning, keep exploring, keep finding those aha moments.